All right. You guys know what time it is. It's almost the weekend. Everybody's weekend starts really soon. It's almost the weekend, and you're saying to yourself, Zaslow, I gotta know. Is it a big game, or is it not a big game? All right, here's what we got for you. Big game, not a big game. Every Friday, you know the drill. You know what we're doing here. Let's start things off tonight. Friday, 8 p.m., Fox. WWE SmackDown. This is big. You have the Usos, the Bloodline, defending their unified tag team titles. Raw and SmackDown tag team champions, the Usos, are defending against the New Day. Old rivals. Why are they fighting now? Because they're not in a rivalry right now. Why are they fighting right now? Because tomorrow, if the Usos get to tomorrow, they become the all-time record holder for consecutive days as tag team champions. Whose record will they break? New Day. So New Day versus Usos for the tag team championship is the main event tonight on SmackDown. If the Usos win, they have the all-time record. If New Day wins, they win the titles, and they keep the record. That's a big game. Yeah, I am very into this. That's a great story, and by the way, it's still real to me. Second episode tomorrow. Really good response to first episode. A lot of downloads. I appreciate that. Last week we debuted It's Still Real to Me. It's under the ZASLOW Show 2.0 banner. So wherever you're listening to me right now, tomorrow's episode will pop up into your feed. It's Still Real to Me, episode 2. We're going to recap all the big news, notes, and stories in this week's pro wrestling action. So I appreciate everybody who checked out the episode last week. It was a reaction show to WWE Crown Jewel. Tomorrow, we're recapping all the week's happenings in the world of pro wrestling, including what's going to go down tonight. Usos versus New Day. That's a big game. Tomorrow, 3:30, ESPN 3. I don't even know what that is. Miami Hurricanes at Georgia Tech. Both teams are 4-5. The Canes lost a huge recruit I saw yesterday. Quarterback that they had, he decommitted. It's bullshit. It doesn't mean anything. Decommitted, and now he's going with Billy Napier and the Florida Gators. But everyone else, like Cristobal, he's managed to keep, most of the class together. But that apparently, from what I understand, is a big loss. The Canes, they need this game tomorrow if they're going to be bowl eligible. Both teams sitting at 4-5. With that said, Miami at Georgia Tech, not a big game. Not a big game. You know it's not. Sorry, can't do it. Next up, Saturday, 4 p.m., SEC Network, South Carolina Gamecocks at your Florida Gators. No, it's not your Florida Gators. I went to school there, so I can say it's my Florida Gators. Although you got Gator fans listening to the show, so I don't know. If you went there, it's your Florida Gators. If not, they're not your Florida Gators. The Gators, pretty similar spot to Canes. They're 5-4. South Carolina at Florida, not a big game. I'll keep an eye on it. But what's going on at the same time tomorrow? 4 p.m. Bally Sports, Florida. Edmonton Oilers at Florida Panthers. The Panthers get Matthew Tkachuk back. They've won back-to-back games. Panthers 8-5-1. They've won back-to-back games. I'm hoping Spencer Knight gets 2 games in a row. That would be the first time this season. Look, you got a 40-save shutout on Wednesday night. I feel like you should get the next game. So I'm hoping Spencer Knight's in between the pipes tomorrow. I know Matthew Tkachuk is going to be back, and it's looking like Aaron Ekblad's going to return. So that's a big game. Hopefully the Panther power play will be able to get going with Ekblad back. He helps the Panthers' top blue line in a major way. Panthers hosting the Oilers. You got Connor McDavid. Hey, that's a big game tomorrow. Oilers, Panthers, that's got the big TV, Zaslow Mansion Family Room. The Canes in Georgia Tech, that'll have small TV. Look, it is what it is. One's a big game, one's not a big game. So you know the drill. Saturday, 8 p.m. Bally Sports Sunday. Charlotte Hornets at Miami Heat. The Heat, they get the win yesterday. They're 5-7. Yes, they're playing the Hornets again. The rare home and home again against the same team scenario. Hornets, Heat, that's a big game. Almost every Heat game's a big game. Can they get going? Will they get Tyler Hero back? We learned yesterday. Fourth quarter, close games, the ball, it has to be Jimmy time. That's what you saw yesterday. I'm not impressed with beating the Hornets yesterday. Go out there tomorrow evening, kick their ass. Can we? The Heat have played all close games. Can we blow someone out? Can we kick someone's ass? And you know what? The Hornets being here for several nights. They were here Wednesday night, Thursday night, because you got to arrive the day before. Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night. You know, tonight, Friday night, no game, South Beach. Tomorrow feels like a South Beach flu game for the Hornets. Kick their ass. That's a big game. I got one more here. You don't know what it's going to be. I do. I'll tell you. Sunday, 1 p.m., CBS. Cleveland Browns. A morally bankrupt franchise. Everybody knows why. At your Miami Dolphins. That's what I'm talking about. I wait the entire week for a Dolphin game. Dolphins looking for their fourth win in a row. Dolphins could end this week. We could wake up Monday morning and your Miami Dolphins are first place. Not the AFC East, in the AFC. They could be the best team in the American Football Conference. It all depends on what happens this weekend. Dolphins, Tua, Tyreek Hill. Can Bradley Chubb make his presence felt? Browns at Dolphins. That's a big game. You know it. And that right there is big game, not a big game. Yes. Yes, that's what I'm talking about.